Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's go ahead and start this off right. I think that was the problem before. We didn't start this off the right way. Awesome. There we go. Beautiful singing voice of my man, Buck. As we kick off another episode here on Rob's Arcade. Today we are doing, of course, our retro rewind weekend. Taking a look at some classic Disney titles here now. I have some Nintendo collections, 8-bit, I would assume, collections of Nintendo games. And I was taking a look at maybe doing some of those, highlighting some of those games for these retro rewind weekends because I did run some Nintendo games growing up. It wasn't all just Sega. But we are fortunate enough to have this really cool collection, which I'm going to dive into each of these games because, again, I definitely rented Aladdin growing up. I definitely remember playing Lion King. I think I rented it. If not, I know my neighbor across the street did. I remember him definitely having a bitch of a time with it. And then as I got older and actually acquired a Super Nintendo, which I never had growing up, I also played the Jungle Book. Now, I was having a little bit of trouble with this collection at first. I was trying to figure it out. I was like asking me to download some extra content. I'm like, what is going on here? But apparently there is new content. So this was probably a Sega collection originally with Lion King and Aladdin. And now we have the Jungle Book. And I believe these are all now Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis collections. But there's also some really cool extras within this. So outside of just taking a look at each one of these titles in a piece that, like I do this retro rewind weekend where I kick back with old Sega games and watch a movie. Right now I've got Pet Cemetery on in the background while we play some video games. I kind of want to take a look at this thing here as well because it's got a really cool collection base. So you have all of these soundtracks available here, and it's available in both console S, and then if you come down, it's available in console N, which is this is stuff I didn't have growing up back where we had like see, he's asking for how I want to do that. But you can just kick back and listen to some of the music. And Disney games, the graphics, the music was some of the best that you could come across back in the day. But I thought this was a really cool feature. It's got the whole soundtrack available. You can actually see the tracks. It's not just like a sound test menu, if you will. And then it's also got this really cool breakdown of like game videos, making of the game, some really cool art, and then even breaks down not just the video game art, but like movie art as well, which I'll probably jump into some of these and highlight some of these deeper in like another video. But even as we're going to jump in and play some Aladdin today, but even as you jump in and check this out, you have the console Nintendo version. We have the Sega, the Final Cut version, which I have no idea. There's a demo. And then there's a Japanese version as well. That's insane. So there's like tons of different varieties in this game, but we're going to be taking a look at the Sega Vision here. This is what I would play growing up. Really cool game. I think as we jump in and watch like the making of videos that are available, we're gonna find some really cool stories that come out of the making of this game. I just have a feeling this is one of those. This was a gem, I feel like, on the diamond in the rough, if you will, literally, for Sega Genesis games at that time. It followed the movie. Um, followed the movie very well. The graphics, the style of the game, everything was just a lot of fun. And anytime you got the character kind of interacting with the logos there, with the genie floating by, just really cool. Music's cool. Graphic style looks great. So I often talk about like games and like what I would do on weekends and stuff, especially like as the summer, like we're in the summer now, you know. What would I be doing? And it'd be literally just like out riding my bikes and stuff with friends, just cruising around the neighborhood. You know, haven't rented the Monster Squad one too many times, and you know, seen Goonies and all that, and like out looking for trouble on our bikes, looking for adventure. But a lot of the weekends were spent gaming. And that was true even in the summertime. I felt like during the weekday we would be out doing more adventures and out causing trouble and getting into stuff. But um, on the weekends just seemed to be they were just reserved for movie stores, those video rental places that no longer exist, and that's just what we would do. Disney in general, not just the games in the movies and stuff, but like even the soundtracks. I remember being a teenager and not only listen to like Aerosmith and Wu-Tang Clan and stuff like that, but also listening to The Lion King and the Aladdin soundtracks on CD. You got to give the screen time to pause and give him his little animation there. Characters don't move; they do little animations. Oh shoot! But yeah, this was like I said, a game where um, was a go-to rental for us. I was talking about movies. I couldn't think of like movies that we would rent growing up. I mean, I think like I named a few that were more like family films. But I was like, what movies did we rent growing up? How do you do this here? There we go. Checkpoint. And on top of cool like Sega games like Road Rash, oh my gosh, I need some health here, people, and Aladdin, I used to love renting I feel like it was Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. you know. Hard target. Oh my gosh, why can't I hit this? Okay, I can throw apples too. Oh shoot. Oh, that's garbage. I'm gonna die. Be a hard target. Nowhere to run. Trying to think of some of the other ones. There we go. A little bit of health, Mike. I see you, buddy. So just something about this music that's just on point. Wait for the Prince Ali. Say hey, it's Prince Ali. Yeah, I think this is like a time too where we didn't get let me see. Find more gems. You didn't get like music like this. Like you were lucky to get a few little like digital tunes that kind of sorta resembled the song that was like from that movie. Sweet. Son of a. That's cute. But it's just still got the charm that I remember playing and growing up as a kid and playing this game, and like I said, just like, oh, you know, like I said, sometimes there's like a game that, what the heck? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do there. Maybe avoid the pots. Having escaped from the guards, Aladdin is approached by... Look at that. There's a cave, boy! Should be a rave. It's supposed to be a rave, boy, inside of the lion's mouth. Ooh, ooh. Man, it looks like a rave's going on. There's also like a really cool, and I think it might be evident in this level coming up actually, that this story doesn't actually take place in the past, but this is a story that takes place in the future. And that apparently a sandstorm has like covered the earth, and the reason for that is one, this is the first clue here, you have these Mickey ears, and apparently if you you stand just right, you can put the ears on Aladdin. Yay. That's not an accident, as you see there, you get like a little clue. So like, why would there be Mickey ears? Of course, it's like a sign to the Disney property, but could it also be that Disney ears exist in this world as an actual item, as an actual thing? They're hanging up on a clothesline. I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but we'll see more here coming up, which is really cool. But that's one of the first clues is that there are Mickey ears. I might not even make it to see some of these clues. There we go. So there's our second clue. There's a stop sign. Just kind of buried in the sand, and I believe there's also a traffic light somewhere. Oh, let me see here. Oh, that's right. You got to do like a jump, 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 jump. Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a wall in the way. Oh, get the gem. There we go. Oh man, this game is so got it all. And I think the thing with the Lion King game is it is a difficult game, and they made it that way with the idea that people will come back and rent it multiple times, and that was the idea. It's going to be like a money maker. How do you get up? Where's the ledge? There we go. But yeah, that was the idea with the Lion King. Video game. Because I feel like I had a friend and he was like, yo, I rented this game from my sister thinking it'd be easy. And he's like, yo, it's legit like one of the hardest games I've ever played. But there's also not only clues to this game taking place in the future within the game, but even within the movie itself, you have like the beginning of the movie starting off where he's like selling like Tupperware. The little shopkeeper at the beginning is selling Tupperware at his shop. And the references the genie makes are all references to characters that are like, you know, semi-current, at the time extremely current. Characters like Arsenio Hall and all of that. So like how would he have Nope, not what I want to do. Like, how do you have, like, you know, reference and access to those characters? If it's not characters from the future, so. Oh my gosh. It's not a very forgiving game. There's not a lot of health. There we go. Whew. Which I think is like an interesting theory. Like I said, that this story does not take place in the past, but yet in the future. Ah. Son of a... Jeez. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Who said it, Aladdin? Hmm. How do I get that life? Forget the apples. I need health. Oh my gosh. I feel like with most games, you use your butt and you land on them. Here, if you land on them with your butt, doesn't always go as planned. The heck? Hmm. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Some apples. Oh, there we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is it as intense as it seems like, people? It is. How many apples does it take? There we go. Oh, with perfect timing too. The timer just went off. Let's go. Oh. Well, there we go, people. There's Aladdin pretty much in a nutshell. Definitely, like I said, one of my favorite games growing up as a teenager, going to the video stores and renting video games and hanging out and having these cool experiences and stuff. So I'm so glad I was able to share them with you. Let me know what you think about this game down in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Just leave a comment in general. Let me know how you're doing. Just want to make sure you guys take care of yourself, take care of each other, and until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Would I ever have a chance with the princess? Great question. Great question, Sega Genesis.